March the 4th, 1986. Britain is still in the grip of a miserable winter. This is the Castle Donington circuit. The other Formula One teams bake in the Rio sunshine in preparation for the first Grand Prix of the season. Cosworth have produced an engine with full race boost, and the vicious power induces wheel spin on the wet surface. It is mid-afternoon, but all day things have not gone well.
The loop's not open, obviously.
The day started with bad news from Rio. Progress made by the other teams in electronics had been seen firsthand by Tambay.
I said that the electronics that are presented by Honda and by BMW makes them look like they're just beginners. They're just unreal type of software and hardware that they come afterwards.
It's clear the electronics advantage that Ford had hoped to achieve before racing the car has been eroded. But the engine management module is now working well, and it's simply a lack of circuit testing that's holding up the development of the software strategy. The team trailer is a mobile workshop. Inside, Steve Taylor and Chief Development Engineer Martin Walters pass the latest strategy or map from the main computer to the electronically programmable memory, or EEPROM.
How long? About 3 minutes.
This is known as burning a chip. Each chip can produce quite different behavior from the same engine.
Well, obviously the mapping data is different. It's this has got the most latest specification in the chip for the engine calibration.
Okay.
Right.
It is 10:10, and with rain forecast, there's no time to lose. The EEPROM carrier is clipped into the module. Before the team can allow the car out, they must check the engine kill switch on the steering wheel. This is a safety device to stop the engine if the throttle jams. It fails to work. Immediately, the team assume that it's a fault of the program in the engine management computer.
Yeah, I know, precisely. I don't the thing, which is stupid. Precisely. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, so we ought to sort it. Yeah. Paul has got, I think, the program that was run at Snitterton.
Yes.
We can't run the car like that because it hasn't got the field mapping for the high boost.
Yes.
But at least we can see if the kill switch works on that.
Yes, okay.
Because presumably it did work at Snitterton.
Did work, yeah, no, it worked.
I mean,
yeah,
no one said it didn't.
Well, it worked at the shop, because, I mean, we checked.
Yeah. Did it work at the shop yesterday then?
Just double check, I believe it did. Harry, did that work yesterday at the shop? Or does anybody really know? It did or it didn't?
That worked yesterday.
Yeah?
I think the first thing is what Paul's doing is to put that one in, which is the one that was run at Snetterton.
Yeah.
Okay. See if that works. If that doesn't work, then we have to have a look at the wiring. There's only 3 wires from that plug to there and back, so there's very little that can go wrong.
They decide to change the module. But Steve Taylor is convinced that the program is correct and starts the painstaking search for a fault in the car's wiring.
Here's another box.
Because the engine is set for race boost, they cannot use the module from the slow run at Snetterton. The only engine management module available is this one from the previous dynamometer test. But because there's no need for a kill switch on the dynamometer, no one knows whether this module is correctly wired or not.
No, oh, sorry, we just want to try it. We're not even going to bother. Hang on, there's one of these plug. Yeah, sure. Switches on.
And he says there's a whole patch of ice up against the pit wall on this side, but just go very slowly and carefully.
It still doesn't work, and team manager Tyler Alexander turns his attention to the switch itself.
And that one.
Changing the program, they've isolated the switch again. Very property without you can shut. Yes, I don't want to do that unless you can reach that, but can you?
Not very well.
Not very well, but you can reach it. Yes, okay.
The rain, forecast for midday, arrives half an hour early and brings with it Team Lotus, hoping to test their latest Renault engine. Taylor has decided to put the module back the way it was. The activity attracts Renault engineers from the Lotus team.
Okay, we'll just check to see if it runs and then we'll go.
Unaware of the increasingly desperate kill switch problem, the Renault engineers try to catch a glimpse of the new Ford engine.
Which works mechanically. We checked that at the back.
We checked with the feeder on here.
Back there at the back. Yeah.
And it was on and off.
No.
Well, no, the switch. Anyways, right about it. Just put a link across to the
Yes. I don't see that's a problem.
Shortly after midday, the fault is finally traced to a wiring change in the car. As cold fingers fumble with the catches, everyone knows it's going to be a cold, wet afternoon.